Hi lads and lasses, Modest Pelican here with the 9 types of Call of Duty Warzone players. If you enjoy this content, please become a therapist and tell all your clients that the only way they will defeat their inner demons is by subscribing to me, as this really helps spread the good word of my channel. Alright, so you're parachuting into this battle royale with a pistol and a dream. So what can you expect from your opponents? Well, the first type of player you're going to come across is the neglectful father, because this guy is always arriving late to the zone and sometimes he never even shows up at all. Running from the ever-enclosing gas circle late is a risky strategy, and you'll often find yourself getting caught up in gunfights with other neglectful fathers who are also running extremely late. To avoid being this guy, you'll want to be organized. Just like Gandhi once said, don't get caught in the gas and instead, get some ass. The Gulag Prince. In Warzone, if you die, you get a second chance at the main event if you win a 1v1 fight in the Gulag. This guy always dies in the first 10 seconds of a match and thus finds himself slogging it out in this damp arena. In fact, I swear these dodgy malakas have spent more time in prison showers than El Chapo. You can sense their frustration as they repetitively punch you in the head, and it's like, bruh. The only conjugal visit you're getting today is a desert eagle to the face. I'ma do you like Epstein. The medic is the one who always manages to stay alive long enough to revive their teammates. If you're playing with randoms, it's safe to say that you'll never have a medic on your team. In fact, you'll probably end up with 2 actual newborn babies who've been handed controllers by their biracial parents, but as they're infants, they clearly lack the fine motor skills to even operate a controller. Or at least that would explain a lot about the random teammates I seem to get. Anyway, having a good medic in your squad can be the difference between one night in the Gulag and a victory that could for a brief second make you feel like you matter. Speaking of victories, number 4, the guy who always wins. Some people want to be lawyers, some people want to marry their cousins without being prosecuted, and some people just want to crush filthy casuals in Call of Duty and get those Ws. These players are simply winning specialists who probably take Warzone more seriously than, say, personal hygiene. But washing hands is for nerds, am I right? If you must wash your hands, do it quickly, as if you wash them for too long, the germs go full circle and come back stronger than ever. Plus, you could be using these precious seconds to clap some virtual cheeks. Anyway, these guys seem to be particularly good at keeping their shit together in the small final zones where things get particularly hot. It's always surprising how many squads are still alive in these tiny zones, but keeping cool, calm, and collected is the key to success. I, for example, have never not kept my cool. Like I never once jumped off the prison walls in the last circle with one guy left and then opened my parachute late so that I gently floated in front of him defenseless and he proceeded to kill me with ease and I got a depressing second place. That never happened. Or another thing that never happened was when it was me versus one squad left and I tried to hide behind a thin tree, but apparently I'm a thick snack, so they managed to shoot me and I got second place again. The thirsty boy is one thirsty boy. Somebody get this guy a glass of chilled water. You see, life is all about making difficult decisions. For example, will you send a dick pic to your boss's wife, or will you send it to your boss directly and ask him to pass it on to her as a power play? Warzone is no different, as you'll be faced with many difficult decisions, but none harder than do you thirst your enemies. Basically, when you down them, do you take the time to finish them off, or do you instead try to kill their teammates? Well, we all know what the thirsty boy is going to do, as he just loves sending gamers straight to the Gulag. Honestly, you can't blame him. With players able to purchase self-revives, it's sometimes the smarter play. But mostly it's hilarious, as imagine how mad they'd be when you finish them off. The hitman loves completing contracts, whether that be an assassination, locating various loot boxes scattered around the map, or perhaps completing the most exciting contract of them all, lying down very still while slowly capturing a flag. For real though, completing these contracts can be hugely beneficial as you earn rewards, and by far the best of these in my opinion is seeing where the next circle is going to be. This can allow you to find a good position early and then snipe people as they ignorantly jog in later than you did because they don't have the skills to lie down and capture a flag themselves. Easy win, easy life. The sweat drop-shotted right out of his mum during childbirth. He's the kind of guy who wears an esports jersey when he faps, and you know he's serious about gaming because his computer has all those over-the-top blue lights coming out which make you better. You'll catch this guy using every trick in the book to gain an advantage. Hell, even the pre-game lobby isn't safe from his self-proclaimed talent. He's the one trying to shoot enemies out of the air before anyone's even on the ground because he's just that ambitious. In video games, that is. Let's not confuse this with real-life ambition. Anyway, nothing annoys the sweat more than seeing his teammates having fun. Like what? Did you buy this game to enjoy yourself? Do you think Genghis Khan enjoyed himself when he tried to defeat the Jin dynasty? 1 in 200 men direct descendants of Genghis Khan. Wow, that's a lot of unprotected sex. Look, okay, maybe he enjoyed himself a little bit, but the point is, Call of Duty isn't about fun, it's about proving that you're the best, and even when you die, you just call the other player trash and spam them with vulgar hate messages, thus proving you're the better gamer. Number 8. The Step Bro. There's nothing a Step Bro enjoys more than taking advantage of someone who's stuck. Say a group of enemies hundreds of meters away are stuck in a gunfight with another squad. Well, this is where the Step Bro pulls out his sniper rifle and starts taking them down because there's very little they can do. Say he sees someone stuck on top of a rooftop. Well, again, it's all about seizing the opportunity. You see, sometimes a Step Bro has to take a step back so they can properly see the bigger picture. There are always people getting stuck, whether they're getting stuck doing something in real life and have gone AFK so you can clean them up easily while they're defenseless. Perhaps they're stuck behind a building, so you use a precision airstrike to clean them up effortlessly from a distance. Maybe they're stuck in the passenger seat of a helicopter, so you think, you know what, I'm going to snipe them out of there while there's nothing they can do to escape. It's all about finding these enemies and then capitalizing on just how stuck they really are. The high riser is the one who finds the tallest possible place, whether it be a building, mountaintop, or airport control tower, and looks down on others from their tactical throne. To add insult to injury, you plant a few claymores near the access points and voila, you've got yourself a little fortress. Probably not the most kosher strategy amongst the player base, but boy oh boy is it funny. I don't know why I derive so much pleasure from slaughtering players in annoying ways. Let's just hope I never get into a position of power. But yeah, we secured the airport control tower a few times and just sniped people. It was like a mini game for us. We were just hunting helpless gamers from a safe distance. And if that isn't a fresh slice of family-friendly wholesomeness, I really don't know what is. Anyway, many of you have been asking what I think of Warzone, so I'll do a little review right now. It'll be like I'm an IGN reviewer, except I'll have actually played the game before I start talking about it. And I won't have purple hair and daddy issues. So yeah, Warzone in my opinion is excellent. I'm having an unbelievably good time playing it. Obviously I don't have much experience reviewing games, so questionable choice doing this review I guess, but for a first-person shooter battle royale, it's hard to imagine anything better. I guess it kind of reminds me of Firestorm, and if you haven't heard of Firestorm, I don't blame you. It was the Battlefield 5 Battle Royale and was honestly really well done. But they didn't make it free, so it died after about 2 weeks, just like my goldfish. I don't know who at DICE made the decision to not make it free, but it was definitely the wrong one, Chief. I also saw they reduced the minimum players needed to start a game of Firestorm from 8 to 2 people. So what, are 2 people going to 1v1 in a 2-mile square area? Excellent idea. One of the things I really like about Warzone is the looting is streamlined. There aren't 45 different types of optics to choose, 16 grip types that ever so slightly change the recoil pattern of your gun, and bloody 10 different pairs of panties your character can wear to limit chafing. You simply find some weapons and then start saving cash which you can use to buy your custom loadout and use your favorite guns. The whole cash system is good too, because when you've saved up a bit, you travel to these store things to buy like UAVs and airstrikes. There are often other squads here doing the same thing, which brings players together. It's like eHarmony, but excessively violent. I suppose as a well-respected and debatably overqualified video game reviewer, I should mention some negatives to offer a balanced, well-rounded opinion. I think first and foremost, there are far too many avatars that are white toxic men. Why did they even include white men in the game? It's literally 2020. Am I doing a good job, guys? Am I woke yet? When do I get paid? Jokes aside, I guess the lag spikes are pretty annoying, but hardly game breaking or anything, and I'm sure they'll get fixed soon. It could also definitely be my Australian internet. Our country doesn't take download speeds very seriously. I don't think our politicians are epic gamers. The map itself I also really enjoy. There's not much dead space where they've just put some trees and hills. There's always something going on which makes the gunfights far more interesting. I do think it would have been cool to see more large-scale unique points of interest such as the prison, which I love. That being said, I really like the maps, no real complaints. Also, I don't think there's skill-based matchmaking in this mode, which is so good. When I play game modes like Team Deathmatch or Search and Destroy, I come up against the bloody Australian FaZe clan. It's very intense gaming. I need a cup of coffee right before every session, so it's really nice to just play a bit more casually for a change. Cross-platform is hilarious too, versing PS4 players and PC players. We actually had our first win with a PS4 player in our squad, so Warzone is really tearing down the walls of hate there. Overall, I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10 water bottles. Super fun, and I definitely recommend downloading it as it's free and you've got nothing to lose, except all your hard drive space. Have yourselves a great week, you absolute legends. Thanks for watching, and a massive shout out to those who support the channel through Patreon. Until next time, and as always, stay classy.